guys, welcome back to Gratefully Vegan. I'm Fatma and today we are making a Balkan-style dumpling soup. This soup is one of my favorites from my childhood. My grandma used to make it for me, but the original recipe uses eggs, so today we are going to substitute it with some vegan ingredients and we are going to make a nice base out of some fresh vegetables and some bouillon cubes for soup. So it's going to be a very simple soup with just vegetables, but the dumplings will do the magic, so let's start! Start by cutting the spring onions into tiny pieces. Next, prepare the carrot. Start cutting it into the tiniest pieces possible. I like making this soup with very tiny pieces of vegetables because I feel that it brings that nice texture and the vegetables are able to cook properly. Next, we are going to cut the pepper and the celery. I like using the strips of the celery, but my grandma also uses the root of the celery, which gives a little bit of a different flavor. And for the pepper, make sure to use only half because it will make it too intense. Next we have broccoli, just chop it very finely. We are going to add the broccoli at the end before adding the dumplings so that it's not too soft and mushy and it doesn't fall apart. Make sure to place it in a different bowl than the other vegetables so that it doesn't get fried at first. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this video and hit the notification bell button to get notified every time I post a new recipe. Now we're moving on the stove. Turn on the stove on medium heat and add olive oil. Once the olive oil is hot, add the veggies and start frying them for around 2 to 3 minutes. Once they're fried, just add around 1.5 liters of hot water. And next we are adding the bouillon cubes. I like to add 2 to 3 depending on the amount of water that I'm using. Then we are going to add salt and pepper. I also sometimes like to add vegeta if it's possible and available. And for the most important part, the dumpling paste, we are going to use semolina flour around 1 cup, add it to a bowl, and then continue by adding 2 spoons of wheat flour or white flour. And the secret of making soft dumplings without using eggs is baking powder. We are going to use around half a spoon of baking powder and it will be enough. Next, mix all the dry ingredients together and make sure that there are no lumps. Once all the dry ingredients are mixed together, add olive oil. You can also use sunflower oil or any vegetable oil. In the Balkans, people usually use sunflower oil the most, but I prefer personally olive oil. In the finishing part, we are going to start adding a little bit of water and keep on stirring. It's important not to use too much water at the beginning. Just make sure to add little by little so that the dough doesn't become too runny and it's hard to form. The perfect consistency of this dough is when it's sticky but also forms a ball together. And you can add salt and pepper if you want. I forgot to add it in the beginning, so I'm adding it now, but that doesn't really matter. After cooking the soup for 20 minutes, add the broccoli and let it cook for 5 more minutes. And the most fun part is adding the dumplings inside of the soup while it's boiling. You are going to form this almond shape using 2 small spoons and transferring the dough from one to another for a couple of times until you get the perfect almond shape. And here is another time just so that you can see closer how it actually looks. You can use all of the paste or you can freeze the rest and use it for next time. Cook the dumplings for around 5 minutes and once they are done, add the parsley and turn off the stove. Mix it all together and we are done. Voila, we have a delicious dumpling soup that will warm you up on cold and rainy days. This dumpling soup It's so easy to make, it takes only around 30 minutes and it's super filling. I like eating it as a main dish. Let's try it. It looks very delicious and I'm very excited to try it. I haven't had this in a very long time, so here we go. Wow. It's almost exactly the same as my grandma makes it when it's with eggs, and I really like how the soup came out. It's very rich with a lot of vegetables, and I think the celery really gives it a good hint, and the dumplings give the softness, and it's just perfect. Thank you so much for watching, guys. The full recipe is always in the description, and if you make this recipe, make sure to tag me on Instagram. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. Until next time, stay happy and stay grateful. Bye!